Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, hello, I am Vince, and along with me is David, John, and James, and we're your neighborhood's best.
How's it going?
Yo.
Everybody,
Howdy.
how y'all doing today?
Feeling fine.
Yep.
It's been kind of a hectic week. It's been hot as hell in California, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's all you're going to be hearing right now. Like the freaking sun and shit like that from everybody. That's all I hear.
Lots of water.
How are things in your area over there, David?
It's freaking hot. Crazy hot. It's been like 105 all week.
Jesus.
Oh, so we're in the same range. That's good.
Yeah.
That's how we're almost getting it.
That horse is moving.
It's like
but it gets humid out here, and then you'll get like a crazy thunderstorm that sweeps in for 20-25 minutes, and then it's gone, and it's all hot again. Then the sun comes out, and then what's crazy out here, because I know in California, around 1 or 2 o'clock is usually when it's kind of peaks as far as the hottest part of the day. Out here, it's about 5 or 6 o'clock when it peaks, the hottest part of the day.
Yeah, like right now it feels nice.
So it's kind of late.
Yep, it throws everything off.
That horse is moving behind you, by the way, David. That's crazy.
Be careful.
Must be that storm.
Looks rowdy back there. Looks rowdy.
All right. Well, I wanted to talk about Mars. You know, where we're trying to get up to Mars and everything. That's like
life on Mars.
Life on Mars. You know, they find a bunch of different strange things up there. I mean, we're all familiar with like the face on Mars and things like that.
Oh my God!
You guys remember that, right? Like,
spooky.
But I have I think that we've been there already. I think that's like my thing.
Past Earth.
Well, what we do is we like just like I guess we get so far in technology, and then we stop writing things down, start chiseling things down, and then we you know, everything gets lost with time. And like I'll share this little thing I made.
I saw that movie.
Yeah, so we remember that face. You know, we're all familiar with that. But check this out. Like, what the hell is that thing? That's in space.
I don't know.
No, I'm not
pretty tiny
right there.
Super small. We can't. The viewer wouldn't be able to see it because we're having a hard time seeing it. We're only seeing a small little thing of it.
Really, I have it blown up. Darn.
No, we're only there. We go. We're getting a better view of it now. Now blow it up.
Okay.
Click that, and here we go. We're getting nope. Okay. Whenever you blow it up, we don't see the blown up version of it, but we're seeing satellite footage of what I believe is Mars.
Yeah. This is like different things. So you guys can see right here.
Wait, was that a pyramid?
A pyramid. Yeah. How about now? Is that better? I'm still learning this, folks. So don't worry.
That's a greater impact. Well, did you ever see that movie Mission to Mars?
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
No. It wasn't not the one with Matt Damon. The one with Gary Sinise.
Gary Sinise.
I think
remember that one. It was like 2000s. Don Cheadle's in it also.
Yeah,
it was just a rocket.
It ends with like a alien ship. If I remember, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Well,
but
anyways, the slide I hope would work a little bit better. I'm still getting used to this. I'll get it. I guess you guys kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to show you guys. So,
what is that? That's a person.
Yeah, even that. It's like, what the hell is that? For reals.
That is.
I'm not casting anymore, right, guys?
David, do you believe that there could be Martians? That's what we're talking about, basically.
Well,
hold on, I want to know what David thinks here.
No. What were we saying? Do I believe that?
Do you believe Martians?
Do you believe humans? No. Do you believe humans have been there before? Do you believe that like we got so technologically advanced, then something happened, and then we forgot about up there, and now we're doing it again?
Or do you believe in life after love?
Oh my God,
that's a share song. We'll park that one.
All right, let him answer. Let him answer.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Nope, you don't believe that?
No. I do. I think at some point there probably was something there. Like it's just, you know, there was some type of atmosphere there in the past. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be and go back.
Water.
You know, possibility to put it back there, and then they say there is water there. I don't know. It seems logical, and I do feel like they're hiding some stuff.
I do have another. I have another theory too.
Well, hold on before we jump into your theory, John. What do you think?
Oh, about the whole Mars thing? I think I want to see. The thing is, it's fun for me to believe that maybe Mars it was like a Earth too, right? That's past. Like, so we're going there. But the thing is, like we're only told like what we're being told, right? Because who knows, right? We're like, there's probably someone landed in Mars.
More to know,
right?
More to know,
right? Because it only shows like when you see those rover things, it's only like a 10-second, or it feels like a 1-minute video.
And it's a whole planet.
Curiosity.
It's a whole planet.
Right. So
you got like one RC car on a whole planet, you know.
Do you guys follow Curiosity on Twitter?
Alcoholic beer of the day is Double Zero Heineken.
Wow. But that'd be awesome following that little robot around. Maybe I wonder.
Yeah,
but I think, like I said, I think we've been there before, and that's why we keep seeing like these anomalies, because it's like, oh yeah, like we're seeing like old remnants of like what was once we made up there. I also have another theory about something else. I think that okay, we have all the planets. You know, we're all lined up. We all orbit the sun, and what happens is the sun eats each planet. So at one time we were on Mercury, and then when it got too hot, we jumped to Venus. And when Venus got too hot, we jumped to Earth, and then so on and so forth. We got these gas giants. As they get closer to the heat, they condense down into more inhabitable planets, and that's when we choose to jump over. And then just recently, they found, I guess, it's called a phosphine. It's a gas that comes from decaying plant matter. That, besides making it in a lab, that's the only other way we know how it's made naturally.
Or they find it.
They find it at in Venus, and Venus was the last planet. So maybe, you know, that just confirms my theory. So that's why we're getting ready to go back to Mars, because we tried it once.
There we go.
Now it's like, all right, getting better, because we're already fucking up this one. It's time to get over to that one. And then hopefully Jupiter or Saturn, they condense those gas giants, turn into harder inhabitable things by that time. And
I can see that. I mean, I think that Venus, it makes a lot of sense that Venus could be like people, like just like Star Wars, right? Sky City. People aren't living on the ground. There's that one picture. Did you ever see that image of Venus? The Soviets got there. They sent something. They sent back. But maybe the people don't live on the ground. They live in the sky.
I only seen Venus,
or maybe like I said, that's the planet we used to live in. We used to live in that planet.
Cloud City.
It's either evolve or get the fuck off.
Technology, though, because they say that there's breathable patches in its atmosphere in Venus.
But you know what? I seen a cartoon like that. It's called Jetsons. You know what I mean?
It's very Jetsons.
Shay. So cartoons have been telling us the whole time. We just haven't been listening.
Since the 80s, they've been saying Venus was a place to go.
Mars.
I mean, hey, I don't know. I wouldn't want to be one of those astronauts that's going out there.
Well, I mean,
that's tough.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like if you're gonna go out there, you know, what are you gonna, you know, it's still a desert. It's not ready yet. You'd have to be one of the ones that are getting it ready. You know.
Yeah. You
got to get your ass to Mars and get a heat source to burn.
How many people do you think they would send in like one shot or two ships maybe?
Well, how many people?
Like what sounds logical? Like you can't send 12 people to a planet all alone. That's not enough.
I think you need 100 people. I think you would need 100 people to start off.
Yeah.
Each doing something different.
That's crazy.
You know, you'd have different departments, or it's our job to take care of the water. It's our job to take care of this, and then you just like do that as more people expand around your little thing.
All right, I got an idea. David, business wise, they're like, oh, you're gonna start a business on Mars. How many people do you need to start your business on Mars?
No, I think you could already start a business. I thought about this earlier when you guys were talking about, you know, the little RC car on there. How much would you pay to get a little RC car on there that you could drive from home from your computer?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It's like Elon Musk
real-time videos.
And just started getting RC cars and licensing them out to people, or letting people buy them and shooting over to Mars, and then you could go check out shit without even having to do it.
Oh, like do it from home.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying.
Okay.
BattleBots. That'd be sick.
And our BattleBots on Mars. Dude, I saw those 90s movies. They're just robots fighting.
That show's still going on, dude.
So then there's this other show I threw it on the agenda like shortly after because I've been watching it. But have you seen it? It's a reality show, but Stars on Mars.
Stars on Mars. I haven't even heard of it. No, what is it?
Yeah. So basically, there's only like 4 or 5 episodes out right now, but I've been getting kind of addicted to it. It's a little bit junk TV, but they have a bunch of celebrities that are in a simulation of being on Mars. They got them like out in Arizona or the Nevada desert or something, and they have a whole facility set up like it's inside. They have to go in spacesuits. They have to go on missions going outside. But it's like Lance Armstrong.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just all these celebrities. They start going at it, and then they're getting voted off. McLovin was on there from Superbad.
So it's like brother,
Oh,
big
so they
brother,
wrote
in a
him
way,
off.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was,
Survivor.
it's interesting because they're going through real simulations and shit like that on there. It's worth checking out.
Wow, that sounds funny. Yeah, I mean, especially if there's some of the celebrities are interesting, like Lance Armstrong's obviously because he's not famous for good reasons anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like,
We're gonna ask him. So, since you're on Mars, what really happened over there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Not
Hey,
here.
what
not on Mars.
channel is it on?
Nowhere.
What streaming service?
I've been watching on Hulu. So they have William Shatner's like kind of the host in some weird way. He just comes in and he gives them the missions. Just that Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, really?
Ronda Rousey.
He'd be fun. Oh, that's the clip I have seen it because he called McLovin.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I had seen it. I had seen it.
Yeah. And he hates being called that, right? He was saying that to the other guy. He's like, oh man, I don't. You know, they always call me that shit.
You should expect that.
Just speaking of that, my buddy saw some band play this on Saturday, or I think it might have been Friday. It was Friday. He saw it in Dallas, and it's no, some like folk rock band, but McLovin was the fill-in bass player.
Oh, really?
No way.
Yeah.
Was he good? Was he good or like?
He said they were pretty good, but I didn't go. He was just showing me some pictures and videos from it.
Oh man, I gotta check that shit out.
But
That's wild. That's wild.
I wonder.
One last thing before we jump off the subject, though, too. If we're talking about Venus, if we're talking about like maybe people living in the sky.
Whoa, we're not talking about that, David. We're not talking about those things. We're talking about planets. We're talking about planets. We're not talking about.
No. But you did mention that.
But have you heard that theory with because you mentioned the Jetsons earlier, the Jetsons and the Flintstones. Have you heard that theory?
Yeah, like they're
yeah.
That the Flintstones if Flintstones isn't really supposed to be like back in time, but it's supposed to be post-apocalyptic world that they're living in.
Wow.
Yeah, after the Jetsons, it's the same universe.
Yeah, they're supposed to live in like the same. They just live on the ground.
Yeah,
and then the Jetsons live up in the air.
Yeah,
chew on that.
Cavemen are on the bottom, so that's like what's going on right now.
Yabba dabba do.
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera, man. It's like almost like connecting your universes, right? You kind of always want to connect them in some way.
Or what about the universe being up there? It's just like water. It's like a different type of water. Like we can't breathe in water. Then we got the air section, and then we have like the other water that's space.
Oh yeah, because you will suffocate if you go out there without
floating in it. Yeah, because we can't breathe that. We can only breathe water in air form.
But you know, Neil deGrasse Tyson said we're made out of star stuff. So
did you know?
Wow. Yeah. Well, no, I thought that was Jody Mitchell, but yeah, I heard that.
It shows everything. Like,
right now, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about
well, you know what bugs me, James? Tell me what bugs me.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's talk about some bugs. First off, there's the praying mantis. When's the last time you saw praying mantis in real time, like around you? Anybody?
A week
ago.
Oh man, it's been a while, probably a year. I want to see a year. I see him a lot. I see him a lot at work.
Did you ever see that footage of a praying mantis attacking a bird and like taking it out? Like it gets all low, like and it takes it down.
No.
I've seen it, but if you couldn't pull it up.
Well, I could definitely pull that up. But what I'm more interested in is apparently with the praying mantis, most of them, they say like 70% of the population are affected with horseworms. You hear about that? It's a parasite.
I've seen that. It's like they pull them out. Like some people actually like save them and like will pull out the worm for them. Ugh. Same thing with bees. Like I guess bees will have like a parasite under their platelet and they'll pull it out. But yeah, like sometimes people like that guy, he's probably gonna help take it out, and it crawls out like nasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's coming. That is because the horseworm hates water and it goes inside of these. And apparently, they can get maybe even around a person. It's less rare.
Oh man, yeah.
But they hate water. And these parasitic things, it just makes me like,
I'm outside and like got my legs all itching now.
I don't like it.
Everything right this second as you're showing this.
Oh boy!
But it's really like it's all string-like.
Was that a horseworm?
Yeah, they're nematomorpha. That's where they're coming from. Horsehair worm, horse or hair snake or a Gordian worm, or
I
a
wanna know
phylum
how it
or
functions.
parasitoid animal superficially similar to nematoid worms in morphology, hence the name.
Like, what is its biology though? Like, you know what I mean? Because that
It's
shit
parasitic. It's a parasitoid animal. It's an animal that lives
Parasitic
off
worm.
of something else.
So
right,
if
but
you
what's
eat
it made
that
out of? Like that,
worm,
like
it's made out of worm,
worm meat.
the horse
You know,
Right.
variety.
And
But it's kind of
It's-
interesting though. Is that
Yeah.
look at that thing? Wow.
it's just inside of a praying mantis, and then he applies water.
It's a
It's
lot
gonna
for that
pull it out.
small body.
He's
I
gonna
wonder-
help. He's gonna help it.
Like that's
by
a small
taking
body.
it out. Look
Yeah,
at
look
that.
at that thing. Wow.
It's uncoils. Isn't that gnarly?
See that also that other one had a bunch of them. It's just one strain.
Yeah, parasites. No, I'm just
Wow.
tripping off the idea of animals that exist by going inside of other animals.
Oh yeah, and controlling them even while they're dead.
I've done that before.
Sometimes it's controlling them. Sometimes it's no. This is in order to exist, right? Not
Or in
for
order to
singular,
keep
not for
existing.
singular pleasure or procreation. You're talking about procreation. This is it wouldn't exist if it didn't dwell inside of
parasitic
for
beings.
duration of its life. Those parasitic beings. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty crazy stuff. But that's it, guys.
You know,
That's it.
some were called
There are no bugs on Mars.
human race.
There's no bugs on Mars, guys. Let's go.
What about the spiders? Animal.
But some would say the human race is a
Okay, so what's this about? Some what beetle nut?
parasite.
Beetle nut. Is it like that?
Oh no, we're not talking about bugs anymore, guys.
Yeah, it kind of goes along with it just because of the way it sounds, but it's not even spelled the same. I
Wait,
read,
are we talking about like part 2 of the movie, Beetlejuice?
No,
Beetle nut. No,
it's not.
that's what I thought.
he comes out with a giant egg.
Yeah. It's Michael Keaton just redoing everything again.
I wonder if they're gonna CGI his face. You know what I mean? Like if they're gonna like
The
put
world
like
needs
a
Michael
younger
Keaton right
version.
now.
Have you seen how they did Harrison Ford?
He has enough makeup on him. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're gonna really need to do that.
But did you see Harrison Ford like in Indiana Jones how they did with his face all young and stuff?
So
They
said,
got like old clips of him.
yeah,
Yeah,
they
he's-
use traditional CGI. They use clips from
Yeah.
Star Wars and the old Indiana Jones, and like use some new technology to make.
Has
him-
that come out already? Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
number
out.
4 in the it's number 4 in the box office right now.
I saw it in the theater.
Did you like it?
You know what number 1 is?
I did like it, but
Mission Possible.
they said it was bombing too, though. Even though it's number 4 in the box office, it's still bombing
It's the
from
Sound of Freedom.
No, that's number 2 right now, but it's still.
But you hear they're like
it's
ambushing
plus the most.
theaters.
It's
Yeah.
plus the most though.
Yeah.
It's got the most green. Everything looks like it's making the most
Sorry,
money.
I got too into something other subject. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that I think it's interesting that Harrison Ford, is so iconic that he's the one guy that can CGI his face, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that's no problem at all." No
That's not Harrison Ford.
They're beat on that.
I know my Harrison Ford.
Oh, so this is Beetle Nut. This is what he's talking about.
Yeah, they're saying like
Oh my
Michael
God.
Keaton's not
I just
involved
started
in this
reading
one.
it. It sounds like it's supposed to be like speed or something, but it's an actual like.
But it's
nut that
better.
comes from a plant in Indonesia or Papua New Guinea. It's like they say it's one of the most addictive drugs on the planet, and everyone does it. Little kids and people are like, I've just done it for years, and they just get some type of crazy high from it.
How come
I
I never
never-
heard about it? We would have been all Beetle Nut back in the day.
Well,
Yeah.
have you heard about that coffee that's coming? It goes into an animal and they poop it out. That's all new coffee coming out, and so maybe this is just also in its time having its information. It looked like a
What
macadamia.
does it do to your teeth in the long run? Because I mean,
It doesn't look like it does anything good to it from these pictures.
No,
Yeah,
it looks like
because
a
goddamn.
terrible.
But show the actual plant. It looks like a macadamia. Like you could confuse it in the jar of macadamia. It's like, oops, I didn't know.
well, this is how they're getting it.
No, that's in its rawest form. But you got to see it like when it's in its normal. Like, oh, I bought it. And this is what it looks like. Yeah, just type it in, and that's it. Just remove teeth and just search. See, they got it all chopped up right there. Right down. It's like white.
Which one?
Kind of looks like a macadamia. Man, those teeth are crazy. That's kind of that would be enough to deter, I guess, right? Like,
Yeah, they're like, hey man,
I'll stay away from that. You're right, Grandma. That's not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something where maybe the color changes.
Hey, we got some of that banana nut over here, betel nut.
There's like a crazy man that you say like ate all the betel nut in the fucking woods, and if you're not good, he'll come get you. Or if you eat too many,
the betel nut will get you.
The betel nut will get you. I'm afraid of
them. The legend goes on. It looks like a macadamia. It's called the areca nut. The seed of an areca palm comes from a palm tree in Micronesia and Melanesia.
The macadamia is Vinny's favorite nut.
Southeast Asia.
He's always said that.
Oof. Yikes.
Favorite kind of nut is a macadamia.
I do like macadamia nuts, yeah.
Man, I haven't had one in ages.
You should go get yourself a little bag. Get yourself a variety pack of nuts and get all nutted out.
Yeah, every time I go to like Smart and Final or like Costco, the nuts are actually pretty expensive. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like a good fucking bag, it's like almost.
Get yourself a walnut tree.
Oh Jesus!
Do it. It's all in your.
Do it.
Place.
I'll put it up. One thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
What
about the oldest crop, the tobacco? You guys like tobacco, some nicotine?
I smoke a cigarette every once in a while.
Is nicotine derives from tobacco, or is that an additive?
It's derived from it, and they say nicotine's actually pretty good for you. There's a lot of like health benefits from it. But it's like with cigarettes, it's all the additives that they add to it. It makes it horrible for you.
Yeah, and then just everything you're breathing, like breathing in smoke, isn't good for you at all. You know,
it is
around fire all the time.
I'm pretty addicted to these.
The chew, you just gotta worry about the removing the jaw.
No,
I smoke every once in a while.
Yeah, like I'll crave tobacco when I'm drinking.
Cigarettes.
If I'm not drinking, I don't want it because I don't like to be jolted like that. Get your heart
I'm kind of like looking for that jolt without like getting all into like drugs and shit, you know, like I'm drinking like a lot of coffee, and then you know, you see Joe Rogan, those crazy ass fools fucking doing smelling salts, and like I'm kind of curious, like I'm just wondering.
No, but
crazy.
Just being honest, like when I do chew tobacco, it makes it feel like I took a line.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if
it can do that. Yeah, it can do that. No, for sure.
So you got to chew tobacco and eat a lot of wasabi, and then boom. Like the placebo effect.
Well, it's the reason like I'll almost only do it when I'm drinking, and I don't do it like right when I'm like having a beer, my first beer or something. I gotta have like 4 or 5 beers, and then I'm like, where the fuck's like I need to go get some tobacco right now because it'll keep you going.
I want to try the smelling salts though.
Yeah.
Oof. You start lifting some weights, right? I mean, you've been doing some crunches too.
The gay weightlifter. Yep. No, I'm just doing crunches and sit-ups pretty much. Just I'm gonna order some of that shit.
Well, they were saying those smelling salts, right? When they were talking, they were like saying they're like stronger than ammonia. Have you smelled that when they crack the thing?
No, but I ordered some already. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I could be here any minute. It could be sitting on my porch right now, and I don't even know about it. I could be doing it live and be like, "Giovanna's wrong," and fucking.
Well, check your tracking. If it's there, you better go get it right now.
Nah, I could take a look. It's on my wife's thing. I ordered it so she would pay for it and not me.
Wait, you actually got some smelling salt?
Yeah, I did, but they said it's any time from like now to like 10 o'clock at night. So
wow, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that can be. I mean, there's all sorts of like pre-workout mixes.
I'll wait till you start talking about something boring, and then I'll go check.
Yeah, the pre-workout mix, all that kind of like athletic drugs, right?
I get all stupid. I'm like, so yeah. What I fucking do is.
What you don't know, but your body can change fast if you give it these additives. So
grow some titties.
Well, or I mean, if you wanted it, if you wanted that, that's basically what I mean, yeah,
that's basically what smelling salts are. I'm like,
there's pills. There's pills for that. If you wanted to grow those,
it depends. How big we talking?
I want to be
if you're gonna go, you want to go all the way.
I think it's time to play the Lotto, right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Well, where is the Lotto at anyway?
I played the Lotto in Utah and in Arizona. I just wanted to do it. Just different paper.
You wouldn't be able to cash in without having to drive all the way back, wouldn't you?
Well, if I made a shitload of money, driving back's no problem. I'll fucking run back.
What if you won $100? Would you be like, all right, we're going back? Would that be a reason, or would
but
$500 be it? What's the amount that would be like, I'm going right now to go cash this?
couple thousand or 1,000, maybe.
Like, drop everything. I don't care. I'm calling out sick tomorrow. I'm gonna go cash this. What's the amount?
You got like a month or before to claim something. You got some time. I think it's like a year with a.
Okay, but no, this is a fair question to everyone. All right, you're a trucker, or you're something like you're traveling across the country, right? You pass by a gas station, you buy the Lotto ticket, whatever. You know, I'm gonna get some scrambled eggs and a coffee, and I'll get the Lotto ticket, sure. And it wins big, but you're already all the way back home. What's the amount that you got to win to make you say, I'm calling in sick and I'm gonna go back to that place and cash it in? What's the dollar amount? Like immediately.
$5 grand. I do it.
$5 grand.
Yeah,
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
We're just talking about we could only get it from that state.
With money.
Well, because that's what happens. If you win the Lotto, you have to go back to that place in the state.
Because in many states, they like do a combo state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're just saying,
like the Powerball was like there. We got that, and then we got one for the area just for fun.
I would get a plane ticket and just $5 grand. You know what I mean? Just go back there. Oh, stay in a nice hotel, and then probably by the time I come back, it's gone already. You're like, I just wasted $5,000 over there in Chicago. You know, God damn it.
You get on that plane to that island, huh?
That island over there.
The one right next to Obama's island.
I guess I'm going there again.
Martha's Vineyard. No, that's not an island.
No, that's beautiful.
That's the other place.
I would like to go there. You know what I mean? Martha's Vineyard. Just check it out. See what's
I hear they got free bus rides.
What? Right? We just have to go to Mexico, cross over to Texas, and we'll get a free bus ride.
Boom, dude. Right? Sounds like a vacation and a half.
Yeah.
You guys always talked about like backpacking. Backpack that shit.
There you go.
You know what's one thing?
I would totally love doing backpacking though.
Yeah, that'd be cool, but like I have a family, I can't do that shit.
Yeah, that's tough.
Should have done it when I was young, stronger. By the way, I'm doing my second day working out. I'm just doing sit-ups finally, and I don't know, my stomach's hurting.
Yeah,
but I see James is always working the legs online.
Working those legs.
He's always showing people his gams.
Great form, by the way. Great form.
Oh yeah. Try your best.
Inspire. But anyway, with gambling, I do play those scratchers a lot. And one reason I play them I play them for fun, and it's because I used to play them and I get mad when I lost money. I'm like, dude, I don't win shit. And then my cousin David told me, he's like, oh, well, you're looking at it wrong. You just gotta like look at it like you're paying to play a game, and then sometimes you win money and it's cool. And then it made the game more fun. And I was like, because now I just look at it like I'm playing a game. And if I win, some money, it's like, oh, cool, I fucking won like $10, or The worst thing I think you could win is like a free ticket. It's like, oh man, this sucks. You wish you win that in a parking lot, not when you're at home.
Well, what's the strategy, David? What's the strategy?
Just have fun with it.
Like scratchers, or should
I guess so. Yeah, let's start with scratchers.
Scratchers, I don't think there's. It's just buy a lot.
Oh, okay.
It just,
I say tomorrow.
Beginning of the roll.
No, but
that's a good idea, John. That's a good
idea.
Buy
a lot of the same one, because they'll give you the odds, and they'll say like 1 out of every 8 tickets is a winner or something like that. But if you're buying a bunch of different other types of tickets, the odds may still be there, but you have more of a chance with that one going through the consecutive roll when you do it. There was I think for Amy one time I bought like 50, 60 $1 tickets, and we got like 150 out of it or something like that.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Like, you're playing
for a $60 investment, you made 150. That's great.
Yeah, not saying that happens all the time, but I was like, oh shit, I've never done that. But I've never done that before, and that was the one time I did it. And obviously the threefold is pretty.
You always think you put $100 down and like buy a bunch of tickets, but you kind of never.
What do you think about this, David? Because I've heard some strategy with scratchers that it's the beginning of the roll and the end of the roll. That's where the money.
It could be, but how do you know that? Do you just trust the person behind the counter telling you at the beginning or the end?
Well, I've asked them because they sell it all the time. They're like cracking them open and
wait, so they actually could tell you if it's the last one.
They sell it. Yeah,
I guess technically they could tell you.
I I have never asked. I have never
All
asked.
right.
'Cause I usually
told me that one
I
time.
usually
Armenian guy.
wow. I usually just go, oh, give me 2
It's
on
the
2.
first one in the roll. A lot of people are interested or not interested, but that's what I'm saying. David got 60 in one roll and won because it's a law, at least in California, I believe, if not all, that you have to have a winner. There has to be a winner in there, some kind of winner. It's not fair. You can't just not put a winner in there. That would be illegal.
The lottery tickets in Alaska are like it's like a little piece of paper, and you just tear it, and it opens up and it tells you like if you won or lost. It's weird, and people just buy like a bunch of those, and you just like see a bunch of like torn up little papers. It's like it's kind of like sad. Like you see someone with like a bowl full of them, and they're like,
well, it's crazy. Like I've seen like on payday was like coming back from like Trans American Products when we were over there, James too for a minute. But like when everybody go to the
literally like a minute
cash your check, you'd see somebody in there, usually old timer, like alcoholic or bum or something. But like on payday, bought a shitload of tickets, and they're not even scratching them off. They're just scanning them from the machine. Did I win? Did I win? Did I win? So you're not even playing it.
Oh,
I do that with second chance. If someone leaves their tickets there, I'll pick them up.
That's right, because I even have the app.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you don't even have to scratch the whole thing. You just use the app. You scratch the little barcode off and just scan it. It's like, oh, I won another ticket. And you're like, oh, shit.
It's good to have the app because if you're playing like a crossword puzzle one where you got to look like, hey, did I get this?
That shit gets annoying.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Sometimes you won and you don't realize it, but it's better to scan it.
Yeah. That's why now it's just kind of randomly I just choose. But next coming at, hey, is that the first one? Hey, is that the last one?
You should.
Let me find out. Hey, how many? Can you tell them how many have you sold today?
Yeah, you should. You should have and also I think my strategy, if I don't do this often, but I still think $1, $2 tickets, throw them out. I start at $5. If I'm gonna buy, I'm starting at $5.
Oh, you're a big boy.
Payout. No, there's more often. You're gonna get $20 payout.
I do too.
There we go.
Like I did it that one time just because I was like at the store and I just buy these. I did it as a novelty, just like hey, like you got to scratch all these off. But I never buy the $1 ones personally.
I always buy them just for like Christmas things at work when there's like 60 people that work with you. Like here's the fucking $1 I spent on you guys. Like and then you get like your like supervisors where it's like, oh, here's $5, and then you can go higher if you want. But the gift that so I spent money on you here. So what is this?
There we go.
Play it.
Oh man.
But here's one thing I know for a fact though. Here's one thing I know: you can't win if you don't play.
Oh, totally true.
You can't play. So, you know who says that? Roy Batty in Blade Runner. Doesn't he say something like that?
I don't remember.
Oh, I love that. Come on, guys. No Blade Runner.
No, that's all you today.
Whoa. Harrison Ford, guys.
Harrison Ford is in there.
Brought it back.
Brought it back full circle to Harrison Ford. Was his face CGI?
And he was in space, and he probably passed Mars.
Okay. Can I take it to a little bit of some film? Is that all right? Would that be all right if we moved it into a little film again? I know we talked a little bit back there, but
but let's hear it. Let's see what you got.
What about this guy in perhaps playing an iconic role that we all know? Hold on, drum roll, please. Get ready, everyone. If you already know where I'm going with this guy.
I know.
What?
You know what he's going to be playing, right?
That's
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. No, it's not. It's Channing Tatum.
He's going to be playing. He's going to be playing. Perhaps Gambit. Exactly.
Yeah, I heard that shit.
What do you think?
I like it.
I've been anxious about it because he was supposed to do a movie. It got dropped. The movie that he was already planned to do a Gambit movie, a solo movie, and he was talking about how he spent time in Louisiana when he was a kid, and he goes, I always wanted to play him because he goes, I felt like I could really hit that accent, and he's always been one of his favorite characters.
Everyone
so the fact that it made me want to see him in it.
I like it. Yeah. I didn't like the other Gambit, honestly. The other one from X-Men 1 or 2. His hair was way too long. It was.
No, we need a real Gambit. We do need a real Gambit, but I got to make sure he's not just jumping into a franchise, that he's really going to play him good and deliver.
You deserve a real Gambit.
Is he going to be our Hugh Jackman?
No.
That's the question.
Hugh Jackman has run that role to the ground. I tell you, no,
this Deadpool movie is gonna be like The Flash. They're throwing in everybody. They're throwing in everybody just kind of like have all the cameos, like this one last hurrah for all the old hot stuff.
Give us Hugh Jackman. Look at this guy.
Whoa.
What a beast. What a beast. Yeah.
Would you say like a Wolverine?
I mean,
would you let him vaccinate you, John?
Would he what?
Would you let him vaccinate you?
Oh, I thought you said would you let Hugh Jackman jack you or something?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
With Johnson and Johnson,
he's like, here, come, let me carry you on my back.
Or Pfizer's the bad one right now, right?
Oh man, I don't even know, man, dude. There's so much shit coming out on those vaccines that I don't even know if we should talk about it. This is all right. Head over to a
put metal in your body that turned you into Wolverine. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I think it's pretty cool that they're going with the '90s costume.
Yeah, I like the old look.
We all wanted to see it, right? I mean, bring
you
out.
know, it's
bring
crazy
out.
because they're saying right there, there's other superheroes that might be, and they're not showing you. But there's like this, like a huge fight scene happening in that, like, even though it's just them two, there's a shitload of other ones. So I don't know. Let's see what happens, right?
Chicken bok.
What you got there, Vince?
This little chicken just jumped on my arm right now.
Oh wow!
Oh, look at
Chickadee
that.
just jumped on. Oh
Hawk
wow!
This is the LA. This is the LA Zoo animal section.
You gotta have your own
your
own animals if
no,
you want
we
to
don't work
survive
for
the big
LA
one.
Zoo. So
But yeah, get off me, chicken. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, how many eggs do you
I
have?
like Hugh Jackman now.
I get about like 4 a day,
Wow, that's pretty good.
but sometimes more. It depends, and sometimes less.
Yeah, that's good breakfast for everybody. Like, you know, if everybody just gets one egg. Whoa. Yeah.
Like shredded. That's gonna be Vince later this month. After a couple sit-ups, Vince is gonna look like
After
Hugh
a couple
Jackman
of them,
doing what is that? 200-pound deadlift,
smelling
maybe
salts, dude.
300-pound deadlift, maybe 400. I don't know.
Yeah,
his arms just fall off.
Yeah, it's about 400 pounds almost.
Yeah, because I want to say they're 50 each, right? Right?
Yeah, 45
45
is all 45. Right. So, you know, he's got almost, I mean, the bar is 45 in itself.
Like the bar's even bent.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ripped. I remember hearing something where Hugh Jackman said to take the actual scenes where he shredded, he didn't eat anything the day before and the morning.
Is this picture like right now? Is this current or was this like throughout the? Because
this is when he's not going to have to be this toned for that. That's why he's wearing that suit. They're using the suit for functional reasons. I think it's fairly obvious the reason why they're using the suit, because Hugh Jackman said he didn't want to do it anymore. He put his body to the test, as you always have to do to get this jacked up. That you get like a special trainer who shows up at your house at 4
every day.
And says, "This is what we're gonna do, motherfucker. I don't care."
Every day.
Because you signed a contract, and you literally do have to do whatever this person says. It's brutal.
And you know what? And it's free, and you're getting paid for it. And
you are getting paid.
You're getting healthy. You're getting healthy.
Are you?
Thing is,
are you, John?
Well, here's the thing.
You can overdo it too. You get arthritic.
Well, you can go like Tom Cruise, right? Like Tom Cruise. Oh, I broke my.
They only have to smile for 15 minutes on the camera, and then they go back home and cry with their arthritic. But they drink the best milk, and
he's like, "I'm gonna get an Academy Award for this. I know I'm gonna get an Academy Award for this. Just give me. I just need what." But it's also interesting though with the whole Gambit thing, right? Let me take it back to Gambit. They want to also bring Sabretooth back, reminding me of that. The whole fucking you know how Wolverine
Origins,
the brother?
Origins.
Yeah, but I forgot his name. The guy that plays
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
they want to bring him back.
Donovan.
There you go.
Donovan, yeah, Ray Donovan.
Yeah, so they want to bring him back too, I hear. So that'll be pretty badass because I actually liked him as fucking Sabretooth. I didn't like the one that couldn't talk, right? Do you remember that one? The one that made him more like comic book like.
Yeah, but have you heard the theory about that? Because I guess they say it's part of it in the comic book too. There's a certain part when Sabretooth just kind of evolved too much, where he was more savage than anything else, and he lost that part of like the original part of Sabretooth. Like it's the whole thing. Like he went feral in a way.
Yeah, and that's his flaw.
Is he frozen?
What?
He looks frozen to me. Okay, cool.
Who?
The horse is moving. I
The
see
horse
it.
still moving?
Okay.
There you go. He's eating the horse.
What's he doing back there with that horse?
My goodness. My word.
All right. So
I'm gonna get some beetle nut,
stocks?
guys. I'm gonna get some beetle nut and look at the stocks. Stocks. All right. Everyone wants to know. They've been dying to know how their stocks doing. They did well today. The market's up. I could share my screen and show everyone a nice graph. There was a bit of a worry at some point. Actually, there was a bit of a thrill, it looks like, at some point today, right before it closed, peaked, and then it dropped down and it kind of went back up just a tad. But overall, a very good day. Sorry,
I trip
for
out
the
how
small screen.
Yeah,
But you could see from 10 a.m. it's just going up, 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 up,
Wow.
up, and then a big old peak right there. People probably started counting their eggs before they hatched, and then it went down a little bit. But the trend is up.
They got scared. They're like,
Oh yeah,
oh
yeah, definitely. Crypto's up too, by the way.
Wow, look at that.
Everything's up.
But Biden
futures
Bidenomics,
are hurting a little bit, but that's also inflation and all that stuff. So
it's the freaking interest rate like through the roof right now for a lot of people.
don't buy a
Everything's
house
expensive,
just yet.
Yeah,
Save your money.
Yeah, because people are buying houses right now, man, and they're getting that like 8, 7,
Mhm.
interest rate. Jesus, man, that's neat. It sounds small, but it's fucking. That's a huge fucking number.
Right.
And especially like for a starting out family, you guys have a good job and shit like that. But out here, where fucking houses, you get a little tiny ass house, and you're paying like more close to $1 million for it in LA. I don't know, man. What's the hype? But shit, I rather sometimes like get like a little small house outside and then just try to work like remotely, or some shit.
Yeah,
work in that
if you
city.
could. Maybe live on an island in the Puget Sound in Washington.
Right?
Fish for clams. Just eat.
They're like, we got
everything.
that wild Alaskan. We got that real good wild Alaskan out here. Yeah. Here's a old Kurt Cobain.
Wow,
Sure.
Alaskan.
Wrap it up in this. Wrap it up
in the muddy banks, right? Or whatever that one on the muddy shores. No, I
Oh
remember
man,
that
but
one.
you know that band Mad Season for sure. Dude, that's one of my favorite bands. So, like every time like I hear that song and shit like that.
What song?
That,
What
that
band?
The one that Vinny posted.
Oh
Posted,
yeah,
Mad
Mad
Season.
Season.
That's an amazing song, man. Like, and
Collaboration.
especially, yeah, it's one of those timeless songs. Like if it's almost like these are like our 1960s or
Who is in Mad Season?
Well, I know Lane Staley was one of them. Oh, what is that? Did you get the seat?
Oh, they arrived. They arrived. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Whoa, cut.
Just try to do it, Vinny.
Now we're gonna
Ladies and
go
gentlemen, we are gonna witness.
breaking
Look at that.
breaking news. We gotta start over.
Okay, are we gonna? Okay, we're doing an unpacking.
I gotta like read the instructions and shit first. So I mean, we can keep talking.
All you do is
We're
open it up. You take a little sniff of it, and don't drop it.
No, I don't smell it like it's drugs, do I?
Yeah. All you do is it's a vapor. All you do is just hold it, open it up, hold it away from you.
Wait, is it just one rock? Is it just like a little?
No.
No, it feels like sand.
You don't do nothing with it. You just smell it.
It turns you into that.
It'll turn you into that, Vince. It'll turn you into
because
that.
it looks straight up like oh.
Yeah. Just put it up your nose a little bit. Don't take anything out. But just put the container up to your nose a little bit. And
all right.
Oh man,
here we go.
Whoa, read the directions first.
Whoa.
Right? Oh.
That's
There
it.
it is. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Whoa.
Two nostrils. Yeah. How does? Whoa.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Dude, it does
Wow.
give you like a
Describe
wake up jolt, like for reals, like
well, it's supposed to wake you up when you're passed out. That's what they give to people when they get knocked out in fights and shit.
I'm
Is
ready
it like,
to do
is
some
it
working
like
out
a
now.
low,
Yeah.
Like, is it like a very high pitched smell?
It's like
I kinda-
ammonia and menthol mixed together. To be honest, it's
Wow.
not anything great, but it would wow, it feels weird.
Yeah, now you want to go lift the log.
Yeah, but
See if they-
instead of coffee in the morning, I'm just gonna take a hit of that and be like, oh, all right, fuck, ready for my day.
Mm.
And
I
then I'm gonna
think
get really, really addicted to it, and then you guys see me
you're gonna be
degrade.
like beetle mouth. You get all beetle mouth.
Beetle nut smelling salt.
They didn't say the smelling salt will make your teeth like this as well. What?
I haven't even been doing it. No.
Yeah, just get a pole, man, and put a bunch of chickens on the pole and just start lifting that shit right there.
Like, I don't feel like I got my nose close enough to it, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Maybe when we talk about something that's exciting, I'll take it.
That's pretty exciting.
Wow, that was wild.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But what does it say on? What's it called? What's it say on the bottle? Does it look like?
It's called Wake the Dead. It's yeah, I think it's like $15. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll try it. There's a bunch of different types. I'm not sure if it's the same company or whatever. It probably is. I'm not suggesting everyone go and get yourself a bottle and do this shit. I just was curious. I've heard it on Joe Rogan's thing and was interested. So remember that the only thing we're professionals in is our day jobs. Remember that, guys.
Professional bodybuilders would do that to lift more weight.
That's what I heard.
That's interesting.
See the chickens behind me getting down.
Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, down. Right? I mean, hey, I remember the juice.
Get out of here, dirty chicken. You guys watch the show behind me?
Yeah, I see it.
The chickens.
Wait, what are you doing back there?
Chicken box with going on back there.
Hey, it's like around. It's funny because like Tim Pool has like the Chicken City thing going on, and then he's like, "Nah, this is mine.
This is my 15-minute city."
Oh man, yeah, you ready for those? Because those are coming for sure.
You know, you just stay in your district. You stay in your district, you'll be fine.
Stay in your district, eat in your district, like work. You know, go back. Oh, why do you need to?
We have a Burbank here. Why do you need to go to that Burbank? We have our own Burbank.
Your money's no good here. Or your money's no good here, even though we still have the same currency.
No, it's like we turned off your money.
Yeah, you won't be able to use it in another district. You won't be able to use your money in another.
Speaking of money, by the way, I know this isn't this is coming out of the blue, but
I like it.
Did you hear about Revolt in the UK? It was $20 million. It was a heist that just happens, like breaking news from today or this morning or whatever. You know, wherever, if the UK is ahead of time, behind time, I don't know. But it was Office Space style. Just like, remember on Office Space, we're like, we're just going to round it up. We're going to round it down. We're going to deposit the small increment into the account. No one's going to know. They did exactly that. It was an internal job. They rounded a small percentage, like a 0.000000002, rounded down. Every time that transaction declined, instead of declining, it refunded into a specific account. They started liquidating. They started pulling money out of the ATM, and it took $20 million before Revolt was like, "Wait, what's going on with $20 million? It's like coming out of his accounts." They shut it down, and they got away with it. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. It was like Office Space played out.
And where was this?
It was called Revolt. It's a payment gateway in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah. Criminality. Gotta love it. I mean, they're like always ahead of the game, you know. But in this case, it's the criminals were because there's an inside job, which isn't very. I mean, it's clever, but it's cunning in a shitty way, as opposed to like the Robin Hood stealing from the rich, taking from the poor kind of.
It's like this the whole thing with these actors things right now, right? Because they think like, oh, they're stealing our money, they're not paying us. You know, they were gonna say, you know, you're looking at my image, but I'm not getting paid for my image anymore. Netflix took the way they kind of like structure, right? Like, so everybody's all crying about like all the like.
I went woke for you.
Yeah, we went this for this, but now I won't get any like royalties. I think that's what they're fighting for.
Well, it's about royalties.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because royalties it's where it's at if you think about it in a lot of ways.
But is it their fault?
Things are about
if contract. Like,
well, no, that's true. But that's why you make contract negotiations, and that's why they unionize. But I do think overall, it seems like in many platforms of business, it's coming down to people are saying, why am I not making residuals? I make this huge sale and it has a lifetime of money, but yet I only got paid up front for the year of work I did. But that account kept making money, and it's in different platforms. I don't know. Maybe it happens in things in what you're doing, David. But I know what I do. It has a lot to do with incremental income and residual income. And yet
I just do the
the
work.
business will say, we'll put this as the cap of where you're going to make that slice. But the slice keeps going, but yet you're only making it for a window of time.
Yeah.
And that's same with like your film, you're like actually presenting, you're actually presenting like your image and your likeness. It makes sense in a way to make some residual income off of that more than a couple pennies.
Do you think that they already have your image right now? Just with
what do you think about Spotify paying you like
totally
pennies for your own song because they're paying only? I mean, it's the same logic. Like maybe a little bit more should go to all general creators. And I mean, that's where I'm in favor of the idea of Spotify, YouTube, Google. They should pay people more for anything you're putting up on. The internet is only what it is because of people. It's not because of the platforms only. I get it. We're using the platforms, but we could simply stop using the platforms.
You don't know that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, we could start making our own. Hey, we have to make our own YouTube. That's how like a lot of
Truth.
We got exactly. We got all these other Rumble.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, which we're gonna be opening up a channel there very soon. So.
We don't have the capital. We don't have the capital to do that, guys. We're not.
Guys, comment below. Would you rather hear us on YouTube or would you rather hear us on Rumble? I don't know. I like Rumble. I like Rumble a lot though. But like they have actually interesting shows and stuff like that. Like little clips that you wouldn't even find it in YouTube. You know what I mean? Like things deleted or stuff like that. Like things like really old. Like I don't want to say conspiracy stuff because you know they all came true and stuff. But like it shit like that. It's like, whoa, cool. Finally, there's that. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Oh, there it is. Now I can find it. Oh, yeah. Like with YouTube, it's like, oh my god, it's not on YouTube. It's not real. It's not. I don't see it. They would have been like in the news. It would have been.
Do you believe we control the weather? Do you believe we control the weather?
We could deconstruct it. That's maybe what Web3 is supposedly about. But I don't know if we're building our own prison at the same time, or if it's the intention is good and we should do it. Like we should all be sharing the internet as a piece of it instead of it's brokered by Google and YouTube.
Yeah, but that free thought, that's the thing. It's like I want to say they want it, right? That's the whole thing, to just put us in this kind of like, oh, hey, just watch this. This is the only thing. This is your life. Just do this. That you're going to be happy, right? Just keep doing. You don't have to look over it. It's all right. Cool. Just keep doing. It's all right. Oh, hey, you want to watch a movie? Oh, hey, here, watch, The Sounds of Freedom. You know, oh, no, don't watch that one. Watch Indiana Jones.
But you know what? Even caveman painted on the wall, though.
James,
right?
can I talk about?
What would they do?
Like, where's this whole Oppenheimer Barbie thing came in?
But why would a caveman paint on the wall, John? If you really think about it,
because The Sound of Freedom is a real film. That's why caveman painted on the walls. That's what I'm trying to talk to you about. Do you hear that they're sabotaging like the theaters? Like they'll like.
Oh yeah, there's a little collaboration video of like everybody that has happened.
Do you think that's separate individual accident things, or it's really them doing that where they're sabotaging it on purpose so you can't see the film? Like one guy's like, "Oh, they bought up all the tickets. How come it said it's sold out?" And I come in and there's nobody here.
Right. I'm sometimes thinking that it's actually wherever they're playing the freaking movie. I'm thinking it's the employees that actually go, "Hey, if we turn this off, we might get a lot of clout. We might get like a lot of like, oh, hey, this place over here, come to this theater. Oh, this theater, we need to go there again. We need to go watch that movie because they shut it off in that theater." I don't know. Sometimes it just feels there a lot of things get manipulated, right? So because it's just like it's these people running it, right? Oh, the air conditioner.
Smelling salts, man. You guys want to talk about Vanguard and BlackRock, didn't you?
Oh, I could share it. I just pulled this up like literally a minute ago, and because
well, they own everything. That's there.
Well, I'll show this.
Brought to you by.
So I kept seeing the clips online of people talking about them, and I guess they're just oblivious to it. But then I pulled up this site, and it literally it's BlackRock and VanguardWatch.com is what this is called. But it shows the percentage of what they own compared to other companies. It's literally just
share
everything.
Wait. All right, you ready?
Anticipation.
Ooh.
Wow.
They don't own you just yet.
Yeah, they got 7.
5 out
They
of
got a
5.
chunk of apple there, and that's 7% there. 8% was round up there. Marcus off a little bit more.
Yeah, but obviously it's going from the first investor, second, and like, look at these fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, it says Joe Biden right there. Oh no, it's not Joe Biden.
Adobe.
Whoops,
Yeah,
sorry.
these are all S&P 500. Follow us for stock advice.
Where's their ESG course? I want to see their ESG course.
We'll show you what we're looking at and show you where we're fucking at.
Oh, does that say Obama? No, it does not say that.
I mean, this is basically Berkshire Hathaway's on here a lot. So
that's what's his face, right?
Speculations.
Buffett? That's
right?
Warren Buffett, right? Berkshire Hathaway. That's Buffett,
That's
right?
little puppet.
Who's State Street Corporation? That's who I want to know. I see their name a lot on here too.
Yep, they're leading. So like, if you wanted to call it the top 3, they'd probably be up there.
I don't know, but that thermal something conjunction.
State Street Corporation, U.S.-based international holding company, 1960.
Look, what's this? Advanced micro devices.
It goes on for miles.
Wow,
36 trillion in assets. It's quite a bit.
They just own a little bit of everything.
Second oldest continually operated United States bank. State Street. John, State Bank.
You know, it's crazy because they're actually I think what I heard is like they're wanting to buy houses and then just have you renting them. Like you'll never own a house. Like they'll buy up each and every house eventually.
The prophecy is coming true, you mean?
The stars have aligned. Venus is becoming Earth again, and Earth is becoming Mars.
You will own nothing and you will like it. Pretty soon you'll be eating beetle bugs.
The big 3 index fund managers: BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. There you go.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ownership. You can own pieces of stuff and be an investor, and that's also where the elite and all that idea of master class and lower class.
People.
Oh yeah,
there was that kid that was saying that he was on that date, and he was saying that to buy a senator, that's cheap. It's only like $10,000. It's not even that expensive. He was
that's what they say. It's like our representatives are just basically also pawns. They're not even the main ones in charge.
It's a dirty game.
I mean, so it's just these people all know themselves from college or shit like that, or family. No, you only marry this family, and we're only marrying this family. You know what I mean?
It's Dirty Mike and the boys, but high class.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would. I don't know, man, because I don't think I'll in my lifetime I'm ever even gonna dip even a pinky of what that elite world might be. You know what I mean?
You're helping them out. That's far enough.
Like the Hershey's company, right? Like the
John, go out.
We lost John.
John got out.
Oh, there he is.
We lost John.
We can see you. We just can't hear you.
I'm back.
Yep.
Vanguard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Well, luckily, we got our best guys out there trying to solve all the problems, and you can chip in too. Comment below on your strategies.
So what about dick names? Do you ever name your dick? Just kind of curious. No.
Oh man.
I don't really have any names.
Me either, but it'd be kind of cool. I think if I had one, I'd use it more.
What's your dick's pronoun?
It's all of them right now. It's all of them. All right. My dick's just trying to fit in. Okay. I'm just trying to I don't hate.
My dick's just trying to fit in.
We had a friend we used to work with, Rick Wise. He was this damn good salesman. He was funny as fuck. And he said, mine's named Romulus.
Yeah. Well, he would say that, but he also called the one eye wise.
the one eye wise.
Yeah.
And then he would always say the Rhines because that song. I would swallow my pride. I would choke on the Rhines. And so I was thinking of naming mine the Rhines. Like, you want to choke on the Rhines? It just like sounds dirty. But I'm also kind of getting kind of old for nicknames. But maybe a younger me, maybe it's just a thought now, or maybe a secret name that only I'll know.
And James.
Like, if you ever hear like out in the whisper, you know,
James, James, you must know when it's real. What he really calls.
Sometimes the wind will hush my name, the Rhine.
Yeah, maybe the wind will whisper a new dick name to inspire you to new heights. Well, folks, on that note,
yep,
it's that time where we sing and we're not that far yet.
Oh, sorry.
All right, folks. Well, good night. We'll get all the episodes out, and thank you guys very much for listening to us, man. You know, keep liking, keep giving us ideas, and you know, see you next time.